Hello everybody, welcome back after a off weekend to the Xfinity Preview Show. I'm Alex Weaver here with Jonathan Merryman from NASCAR.com. Cole Custer wins at Auto Club Speedway 2 weeks ago. He denied Kyle Busch that 200 win, and here is what he had to say getting out of the car 2 Saturdays ago.
Just a great job overall. I mean, I'm pumped. I mean, I've never won this early in the season yet, so it's going to be a little bit more relaxing than past years.
Now, not many drivers can say that they denied Kyle Busch a win. He went on to get the 200 win the next day, but still, Cole Custer a dominating performance.
Well, Cole Custer, a lot going on for Cole that weekend in particular. You know, he was at his hometown track, had a sponsor that really saved quarter midget racing in the area for him on the hood of the race car. And him and Christopher Bell talked earlier in the weekend about how cool it would be to deny Kyle Busch number 200. He went out, he delivered, he did it, he locked himself into the playoffs, and it's been a very, very long time before or since an Xfinity regular has won at that racetrack, and I think it's definitely impressive that he was able to go out there and beat Kyle Busch for sure.
Now, we saw Austin Cindric and John Hunter Nemechek get caught up in a little bit of drama on the track and off the track. They took to Twitter a little bit later. Is that something that we think is going to show up this weekend, or do we think they kept it on Twitter?
I don't know. They've had a week off to kind of think about it a little bit. I really don't know what goes on. You know, what does Twitter mean to these guys essentially? Is it really that personal? Will that carry over to on the racetrack? I don't know. It's a reason to definitely watch the race this weekend in Texas. Both of those guys are in great equipment. You know, after you have trouble with people, you kind of always just seem to find your way around them racing. So if they're around each other, we'll have to see where it goes. But I don't think anything will carry over on track unless something accidentally happens again.
All right, well, a guy with another chip on his shoulder, the defending Xfinity Series champ, Tyler Reddick, we've seen him be so close over so many races over the season. Is a win coming soon for him in RCR? I
don't think that that's any worry in anybody's mind. I do think that Tyler Reddick has that win coming. When it comes, who knows? I do think he's getting better and better and better in that race car. You can see his progression from what he was able to do last year. Of course, he came out of the gate last year hot at Daytona and got a win for Junior Motorsports now in that RCR equipment. Just as good. He's up there. He's challenging Kyle Busch. He's challenging Christopher Bell. He's challenging some of the best in this series. And oh, by the way, he does have a championship trophy as well, which he will gladly show you on Twitter if you doubt his ability. But, you know, Tyler Reddick, the win has to come sooner than later.
All right, now we had a little bit of a break after the West Coast, but now we're going to switch gears.
I'll switch it.
To Texas Motor Speedway. What can we expect from the big state of Texas?
I think you can expect a lot of speed out of these Xfinity cars at this racetrack. I think you're going to see a lot of what you saw at Las Vegas and at Auto Club. But, you know, we'll see a lot of guys run over a lot of that racetrack. In terms of cars you'll see out front, I think expect your usual suspects. Expect the 2, expect Bell, expect all of those guys. Who knows, Custer could go back to back. When he gets hot and when he warms up, you know, he's pretty dangerous inside that race car. So I'm really kind of up in the air over what to expect with Texas because this surface obviously is aging a little bit more in the reconfiguration a couple years ago. It's kind of been a coin flip of what we'll see, but no doubt I think we'll see a good race given the other races that we've seen this year.
All right, well, I think you read my mind. Cole Custer had a top 5 finish last spring. He won there in the fall. Could he go back-to-back?
Yeah, absolutely. He could go back-to-back and keep anybody out of victory lane for sure and keep, you know, certain drivers' win totals from climbing up. I think that's really where he's going to hang his hat over the next couple of weeks is if there's a Cup guy in the field, he wants to go out there and beat him, and that should be his attitude.
Also, it's qualifying for one of our favorite programs. It's the start of Dash for Cash. Is that a little bit more of an incentive for these guys to win $100,000 on the line?
Well, let's put it this way. If someone laid out $100 on this floor right here and told me I had to beat Alex to get it, I would shove her out of the way to pick up that $100. You're daggone right. It's a lot of money on the line, and to be qualified for that program, it's excellent what Xfinity does and what they do to put that program on. So, yeah, there is a lot on the line, and people do anything for money, Alex.
Oh, absolutely. And you mentioned a guy, I don't know if you're going to pick Cole Custer, but who are you picking this Saturday in Texas?
I will take Cole Custer.
All right, I'm going to go with the 20 camp, Christopher Bell, a little dirt track background. I think he's going to be running up front.
All right.
All right, you can check that out in the My Bariatric Solutions 300 coming up Saturday on FS1 from Texas Motor Speedway. And we will see you guys right back here next week. It's the first week of Dash for Cash before we head to Bristol Motor Speedway.